What is up, guys? Welcome back to S3M2 Football and welcome to today's football preview video. It is time for the Supercoppa Italiana final, which will be kicking off this Monday evening on the 6th of January. And for this one, it is a Milan derby. So please join me as we look over this fixture that sees Inter Milan go head to head with AC Milan. We start off our team analysis in this one with Inter. The last 5 fixtures for Inter Milan have ended in 5 wins, a clean sweep for the Nerazzurri. In these last 5, Inter have scored 15 goals and conceded 0. 5 clean sheets out of 5. Fantastic stuff from this team. Inter's last match was a 2-0 victory against Atalanta in the Supercoppa semi-final earlier this week. The first player I'd like to talk about for Inter Milan has got to be Argentine centre forward Lautaro Martinez. In 23 appearances, Martinez has scored 7 goals and provided 4 assists. And in Lautaro Martinez, I think Inter have a captain who looks to lead from the front lines. He is quick, he is physical, and for me, Lautaro Martinez is very, very direct. He's always looking to either get goals or to get assists. Next up, I want to talk about Turkish central midfielder Hakan Çalhanoğlu. In 20 appearances, it is 6 goals and 2 assists for the Turkish midfielder. And in Çalhanoğlu, I think Inter have a player who can play in the center of the pitch with a lot of patience. He's very, very composed. But Hakan Çalhanoğlu is the kind of player who you can expect to see taking long shots at the opposition goalpost and scoring with some fantastic long-range efforts. And finally, I want to talk about Italian left-back Federico Di Marco, who has 3 goals and 5 assists in 21 appearances for Inter Milan this season. What I really enjoy watching when it comes to Di Marco is the amount of energy this player has. He's a real box-to-box player with tons of stamina. He can go up front making those overlapping runs to support the attack, and he can come back to defend as well. Tactically, for the Nerazzurri, I think coach Simone Inzaghi is going to have his team stick to their counter-attacking style of play. Inter can either attack out wide using the wingbacks or centrally using their centre-forward duo as target man. Sticking with the 3-5-2 formation allows this team to use a defensive trio. With Benjamin Pavard and Acerbi out injured, I think we can expect to see Bisek and De Vrij slot into the team. Offensively, the strike duo of Lautaro Martinez and Marcus Thuram has been free scoring in the last few fixtures for Inter. But it seems that Thuram is a little fatigued, so expect to see Lautaro Martinez partnered either by Taremi or Arnautovic up front. Okay, on to the opposition. Now for AC Milan, the last 5 fixtures for the Rossoneri have ended in 3 wins and 2 draws. So unbeaten in their last 5 for AC Milan. Milan have scored 6 goals and conceded 3 goals in their last 5 matches. And their last match was a semi-final victory over Juventus in a fixture that saw the sides play out a 2-1 result. The first player I'd like to talk about for AC Milan has got to be US right winger Christian Pulisic. In 21 appearances, he's picked up 9 goals and 6 assists. But what I really like watching when it comes to Pulisic is the amount of control this player has on the ball. His dribbling and close control is very, very good, and he uses it to just create chances all the time, either for himself or for one of his teammates. Next up, I want to talk about Dutch central midfielder Tiani Reinders. In 24 appearances, he's managed to score 9 goals and provide 3 assists. And Reinders is actually Milan's top scorer this season. He's a player who can slot into the midfield with great passing ability and very, very good distribution. And I think that tells us that Reinders' vision is very, very good. He's the kind of player who can either pick out a pass or sniff a weakness in the opposition defense and take advantage of it himself. And finally, I want to talk about English centre-back Fikayo Tomori. In 16 appearances, it is no goals or assists for Tomori, but he is a centre-back who shows great strength and physicality both when defending and when attacking the ball from set pieces. Tomori is also very, very quick, so don't expect to see him lagging too far behind Inter's attack if they're caught on the counter. But I think in Tomori, Milan have a real rock around which they can build a very, very solid defensive structure. Tactically for AC Milan, I think new coach Sergio Conceicao is going to look to use this team to counter-attack out wide, to take advantage of their speed and any space that the opposition might leave behind in the wide areas. I'm expecting to see Milan then play out in a 4-3-3 formation. This allows the team to attack quite a bit and use the wings to maximum effect. Emerson Royal at right back and Theo Hernandez at left back will be looked at to make overlapping runs on the wings to allow the wingers, whether it's Pulisic, Leao or Chukwueze, to then get closer into the box and take shots themselves. However, Leao, Okafor and Chukwueze are all doubts coming into this match, so now the responsibility falls on central players like Tammy Abraham, Alvaro Morata and players like Tiani Reinders. Okay, on to the head-to-head and the S3M2 Verdict. Now, the last 5 fixtures between AC Milan and Inter Milan have ended in 4 wins for Inter and 1 win for AC Milan. In terms of goal output in these last 5 fixtures, Inter have scored 11 goals, while Milan have scored less than half of that with 4 goals. So both statistics tell us that Inter come into this one looking very, very strong. However, I must say that Sergio Conceicao has brought a certain degree of aggression and energy to this AC Milan team. We saw that against Juventus, not just using a new formation, but also in how he was so active on the touchline. Switching to a 4-3-3, I think, sends a very important statement to all of Milan's rivals this season. It tells them that Conceicao is now going out to attack. He's not too concerned about how the team looks defensively because he wants them to be on the front foot all the time. Against Inter, though, that can be very challenging. Inter have won the Supercoppa in the last 3 seasons, and they come into this obviously as defending champions who do not want to relinquish their crown. Inter have been playing fluid, quick, incisive football, and they've managed to maintain a very, very good defensive structure. Inter have been impregnable in their last 5 matches, and for Milan, I think it will be very difficult to now get a goal against a team that is looking like a fortress at the back. Milan, however, are one of just 2 teams to have inflicted a defeat upon Inter Milan this season, the other being Bayer Leverkusen in the Champions League, which means that domestically, Milan are the only team to have gotten one up on Inter so far. And I think they'll be looking to try and repeat that, but I think it will be even more difficult now, knowing they're missing important players and knowing that now Conceicao wants this team to go out and attack. And that's exactly what Inter want you to do. They want you to attack so that they can absorb the pressure and then unleash players on you, either with the wingbacks, whether it's Dumfries on the right or DiMarco on the left, and then with the center forward duo as well. I think it is a bit of a stretch though to expect Milan to pull a rabbit out of the hat in this match. So for my final prediction, I'm going to give a scoreline of Inter 2, AC Milan 0. I think that Milan do look very good, fluid right now under Conceicao, but one match is not enough to critique this team and to critique his tactics. I think this is definitely a baptism by fire kind of situation for Conceicao, having to play Juventus and now Inter. But I think what it does is it gives him a very, very good perspective on what his team has already and what they're still lacking. But I think against Inter, it's virtually impossible for this team to get anything right now.
Hi, thank you for making it to the end of this video. We really appreciate the watch time and the fact that you took some time out of your day to spend it with us talking about the sport that we all love. If you enjoyed the content, why not, drop a like down below or comment in the comment section. Maybe even consider subscribing to the channel. And I mean, while you are here right now, have a look at some of our old videos too. They should be appearing on the screen right now, along with that subscribe button. So you know exactly what to do. Um, thank you so much. It really helps with the YouTube algorithm. And have a great day out there. And we hope to see you again very, very soon. Thanks. Stay safe.